Yali Mother to all friends. Thank you for joining us this morning. Let's start with the blessed name of Imam Zaman, Nur Maulana Shah Karim Al Hussaini Hazir Imam, Ya Mulai Mehrban, Madad Farma, Ya Mulai Mehrban, Madad Farma. Alayul Qayyum Ali Allah Madad Farma. Ya Rahman, Ya Rahim, Ya Kareem Al Akram. Ya Rahman, Ya Rahim, Ya Kareem Al Akram. Ya Rahman, Ya Rahim, Ya Kareem Al Akram. Ya Mulai Mehrban, तौफीक ताईद हिम्मत व यारी मौला तौफीक ताईद हिम्मत व यारी मौला या मौला मेहरबान मदद फरमा मौला या मौला अपने नूर से हम गरीबों की मदद फरमा मौला सिरातल मुस्तकीम पर अपने ही नूर से हमारी दौड़नी फरमा मौला या मौला मेहरबान हमारे करीब आजा मौला या मौला मेहरबान हमारे करीब आजा मौला और करीब आजा मौला अपने दस्त मुबारक से हम गरीबों के कंधों पर रखते हुए मौला मदद फरमा मौला या मौलाए मेहरबान मदद। तमाम साथियों को एक बार फिर या अली मदद। आज हम कंटिन्यू करेंगे ऑन द फरमान असुलद्दीन। The last session we were at this point where Imam says those who are thinkers, Sufi like, taking the example of Rumi, that not only I will become an angel, but I will reach even higher. ना सिर्फ मैं फरिश्ता बनूंगा बल्कि उससे भी ऊपर जाऊंगा। The question we had posed to the friends online, the listeners, where and what is that place above angels? Now Mullah in his own Farman answering some of those questions. Think of becoming फना। तुम सोचो कि फना हो जाऊं। Anyone who desires and tries can reach there. Here, two words. जो कोई चाहता है और कोशिश करता है वो उस मकाम पर पहुंचता है। One cannot say, I want to be Fanafi Imam. I wish to be one with Imam. But then he does not try. The actions are required. And what actions are required? That would be another question for us to think. अगर कोई कहे मुझे फनाफी इमाम होना है और वो चाहे भी कि वो होना चाहता है लेकिन कोशिश ना करे कभी भी, तो वो किस तरह से फनाफी इमाम होगा? और कौन सी कोशिश, ये सवाल है कि कौन सी कोशिश हम करें कि हम इमाम के अंदर फना हो जाएं? What kind of action would it require for us to be one with him? We know and we have seen many people having Isme Azam and doing ibadat for many more years. There is a story regarding this one Mu'min comes to Imam of the time and says, Ya Mullah, I have taken Isme Azam 40 years ago. Without fail, I have come to Jamaat Khana. I have done my ibadat. But I have not succeeded. Mullah said, are you doing this, this, and this? Are you giving the song? Are you performing your dua? Are you doing this and that? And to every answer, he said, Ji Khudawand, yes Khudawand, Ji Khudawand, yes Khudawand. जब एक शख्स मुला के हुजूर में आया, कहने लगा, मुला 40 साल पहले मैंने इसमें आजम लिया था और बाकायदगी से इबादत करता हूं किसी नागे के बगैर, लेकिन फिर भी कोई कामयाबी नहीं हुई। मुला ने पूछा कि तुम क्या सारी शराइत को निभा रहे हो, यानी कि दसोन, दुआ और तुम्हारी दूसरी जो भी शराइत है? कहने लगा, जी खुदाविंद, हाँ खुदाविंद, जी खुदाविंद, हाँ खुदाविंद। हर सवाल के जवाब में कहता, जी खुदाविंद, हाँ खुदाविंद। मौला ने फरमाया, ये मुमकिन नहीं है कि तुम अपनी सारी शराइत को निभाते हो, या तो तुम झूठ बोलते हो या मैं झूठ बोलता हूं। Imam said, it is not possible that if you are fulfilling all of your obligations, either you are lying or I am lying. And I agree with Imam Zaman, the one who fulfills its all obligation. It is not possible that you have the Isme Azam from the Imam and you do not receive the Nur. That is not possible. Because when Imam gives you the Isme Azam, he has already blessed you with his Nur. He has already blessed you with his Nur. So what do we do? How do we do it? And look at the next line. मुल्ला फरमाते हैं कि या तो तुम झूठ बोलते हो या मैं झूठ बोलता हूँ, और मेरा कहना यह है कि इमाम सच बोलते हैं, मेरा साथ इमाम के साथ है। मैं तरफदारी करूंगा, मैं शाहिद बनूंगा कि अगर कोई अपनी तमाम शराइत को पूरा करता है और अगर उसने इमाम से इसमें आज़म लिया हुआ है, तो ये मुमकिन ही नहीं है कि वो नूर को ना पहुंचे। किस बेसिस के ऊपर, किस वजूहात के ऊपर नाचीज ये क्लेम कर सकता है? क्योंकि जब इमाम ने हमें इसमें आज़म इनायत फरमाया था, उसी वक्त उसने अपना नूर भी हमें दे दिया था। तो अब मुमकिन ही नहीं था कि सारी शराइत हम बजा लाते हो और हमें नूर नसीब ना हो। ये मुमकिन नहीं है, क्योंकि नूर तो ऑलरेडी हमारे अंदर है और वो हमको उसी वक्त मिल गया था जब हमने इसमें आज़म इमाम से हासिल किया था। तो क्या वजह है उसकी? तो फिर क्या वजह है? मौला says, but your sins do not let you reach there. Those sins have imprisoned you. The worldly sins have put you in prison. क्या फरमाया मौला ने? कि तुम्हारे गुनाह तुम्हें वहां पहुंचने नहीं देते हैं और इन गुनाहों ने तुम्हें कैद खाने में बंद किया हुआ है। दुनिया के गुनाहों ने तुम्हें कैद खाने में डाला हुआ है। Now if you go back to the story again, when Imam asked that Mu'min, are you doing this and this? What was his answer? Ji Khudawand, yes Khudawand. What would be your answer to the Imam when Imam would ask you? What would be your answer? Khudawand, I'm Kareeb and Nachiz. Even though I try, it is not possible for me to fulfill everything 100%. I'm sinful, Khudawand. Please forgive my sin and bless me with your Nurani Didar. What was missing? Humility, ajizi. See, that was missing there. And what does Mola Baba says in his Betul Khayal Farman? When you sit in ibadat, sit with humility. What is ethic of Islam? Ajizi, humility. So you see, obviously, his worldly sin was keeping him away from the didar and being one with the Imam. Otherwise, it is not possible, because when Imam gives you this Isme Azam, he blessed you with the Noor at the same time. But due to our sin, whatever that is, in this case, it was pride. It was his pride that was keeping him away from it. Every case may be different. जब इस शख्स को पूछा तो उन्होंने क्या कहने लगा? जी खुदावंद, मैंने सारी शराइत पूरी कर दी है। और वो ये समझता था और गुरूर करता था कि मैं पूरी कसम चलता हूं, मैं पूरी दुआ पढ़ता हूं, मैं ये करता हूं, मैं वो करता हूं, जबकि आजीजी की जरूरत थी। अगर वो मोमिन शख्स होता तो क्या कहता, खुदाविंद मैं तो गुनहगार हूं, मैं कुछ भी कर लूं, मुमकिन ही नहीं है कि मेरे से गलती ना हो, मौला मुझे माफ कर दे, और मुझे माफ करते हुए अपने नूर का दीदार करा दे मौला। ये तरीका होता है इमाम के सामने खड़ा रहने का और बात करने का, ना कि गुरूर के साथ। क्योंकि ये हमारे हाथ में नहीं है, ये इमाम के हाथ में है, हमारे हाथ में नहीं, ये उसकी मर्जी है। तो इस फरमान के अंदर, असूल दीन के अंदर ये समझाने में आ रहा है कि हमारे जो गुनाह है उसकी वजह से हम इमाम के नूर से और फनायत से दूर हैं। I meet very many people that says, I wanted to be Fanafi Imam, I want to be Fanafi Imam. But then you look at them and their habits. Their habit is not moment-like. They think because of they are doing ibadat, they should have nur and they should become Fanafi Imam. Well and good wish, but the action is missing. Action is missing. काफी लोगों को मैं जानता हूं जो कहते हैं हमें फनाफी इमाम होना है, लेकिन उनके जो अमाल है वो उनको इससे दूर रखे हुए हैं। और असूल दीन हमको ये समझाता है कि जो मोमिन शख्स होता है वो तो दुनिया के पीछे नहीं, वो तो अपनी आदतों को बदल देता है ताकि वो असल में वासिल हो सके मरने से पहले। वो अपनी आदतों को बदलता है। उसमें से क्या क्या आदतें बदलनी होती है? मौला says, besides the habit of lying have imprisoned you, also your all desires such as hoods in the heaven and delicious fruits have imprisoned you. But Ruh is never happy in prison. Just think, if I don't know what this word is, cuckoo or any bird is put, I think the word should be parrot, or any bird is put in a cage and even given water and very good food suitable for the birds, it will not be happy in the cage. It is willing and pleased to fly out in the air. It desired to fly out of the cage. मौलाना ने क्या फरमाया कि आपके गुनाहों ने आपको इसमें कैद कर के रखा है, और उसमें सबसे बड़ी जो हमारी आदत है, और उसमें झूठ बोलने की जो आदत है। अब आप कहेंगे कि मैं तो झूठ नहीं बोलता हूं, मैं तो झूठ नहीं बोलता हूं। झूठ दो किस्म के होते हैं। एक झूठ वो होता है जो आप किसी चीज को छुपाने के लिए बोलते हैं, और दूसरा झूठ वो होता है जब आप हकीकत को बयान नहीं करते हैं, वो भी झूठ है। आप समझे इन दोनों में फर्क? Imam says the very first thing is your habits which have kept you imprisoned. And in that habit, the number one habit is lying. There are two kinds of lies. One, you lie to hide things. Second lie is you are not disclosing what is truth. What is the difference between these two? I wanted to emphasize on second because you know the first one. Not disclosing the truth. What is your Imam? How do you see your Imam? What and how do you call your Imam? With what name? Are you lying about your Imam? How do you see your Imam? There are many lectures on subject वमा कदरुल्लाह कदरी कि तुमने अपने खुदा को उसकी कदर नहीं की, तुमने अपने खुदा की कदर नहीं की, यानी कि उसको एक इंसान समझा, उसको खाली एक जरिया समझा, उसको खाली एक हादी समझा, जबकि वो तो अज खुद नूर खुदावंदी अली अल्लाह था। आपने झूठ बोला उसके बारे में, उसके समझने में झूठ बोला। जब आपको कोई पूछता है तो आप नहीं बोलते हैं कि मेरा मौला अली अल्लाह है। और मैं बाहर की बात नहीं करता हूं, मैं अपनी फैमिली की बात करता हूं, अपने बच्चों की बात करता हूं, अपने जमात की बात करता हूं। ये बाहर के लोगों की बात नहीं हो रही है यहाँ पर। और इस बात ने, इस झूठ ने आपकी दुनिया के आसाइश के लिए, आराम के लिए ये झूठ बोलते हैं। आप नहीं चाहते हैं कि इस दुनिया में आपके दोस्त छूट जाए आपसे, आपकी फैमिली आपसे छूट जाए, तो आप ये झूठ बोलते हैं और इमाम को अली अल्लाह नहीं कहते हैं। और ये बहुत बड़ा झूठ है। इस झूठ ने आपको अपने ही अंदर कैद कर दिया है, अपने ही अंदर आपको कैद कर दिया है। कितना बड़ा झूठ है, आपने देखा? What is this one lie? Not disclosing the fact. You already know the other kind. You lie to hide things. You already know that. I don't need to explain that. But I wanted to explain the second part of that. When someone asks you, and I'm not talking about people outside the Jamaat, your children, your family, your Jamaat, how do you see Imam? You would say, he's a human just like me. Lie. He is nothing but intercessor. The word nothing, that's a lie. He is nothing but a guide. That part nothing, that's a lie. And he is not Noor Khudawandi Ali Allah. That's a lie. And that lie, why would you say the lie? For the comfort of your worldly matter. Because you do not want to lose your friend. You do not want to lose your children or your family or your Jamaati members. So you are lying, and that lie has kept you prison, because that is the greatest sin. Pir Pindyade Jawab Mardi by Imam Muslim Sibrillah, a book which is on the status of Pir. Pir Pushine Chalwano. We know this, right? You're supposed to do what Pir tells you to do. And that Pir tells you there is no bigger lie. There is no bigger lie than knowing Imam is Ali Allah and then not say it. पीर पिंडियाद जवाब मर्दी जो इमाम मुस्लिम सिबरिल्लाह के फरामीन का कलेक्शन है और इसको पीर का दर्जा देने में आया है, और हमको पीर के कहने पर चलना होता है मजहब के ऊपर। ये पीर हमको कहता है उससे बड़ा झूठ कोई भी नहीं है जो ये कहता है कि इमाम ज़मान अली अल्लाह नहीं है। इससे बड़ा झूठ कोई भी नहीं है, और यही झूठ ने हमें कैद में रखा हुआ है, हमें कैद में रखा हुआ है। अब मौला मिसाल देते हैं कि तुम्हारी उम्मीदें देखो कैसी है। तुम्हारी उम्मीद ये है कि हम जन्नत में जाएंगे, हमें हूरें मिलेंगी। ये उम्मीदें गलत है। छुटकारा और आजादी चाहो। Look at your hope. You wanted to do the ibadah so you can go into paradise, when your hope should be that you wanted to be free like a bird, as the heaven is also a prison. This is the Farman of Usul ad-Din. Remember that. Those are the core principle of our tariqah, of our religion. Asking for paradise is not correct. Wishing for paradise is not correct. Wishing for freedom is correct. That is Usul ad-Din. जिस तरह से अगर किसी बुलबुल को, ओके, that word was बुलबुल, और किसी परिंदे को पकड़कर पिंजरे में डाला जाए, उसको पानी और अच्छी अच्छी चीजें दी जाए, तो वो परिंदा फिर भी पिंजरे में खुश नहीं होता। वो उड़कर हवा में जाने पर ज्यादा खुश होता है। He will not desire to be in prison. He would like to be free. Right now in this world, that is our example. We have been given a good place to live, good clothes to wear, and good food to eat. And we are happy, happy, happy with that. But a true mu'min would not be happy with that. He would want to free himself. He would want to free himself. He would not be happy with that. He does not need to die to free himself. As soon as you become one with Imam, Fanafi Imam, within this lifetime, your soul will start to fly. Try it. If you don't believe it, try it. As soon you are one with the Imam, or even close to the Noor of Imam, your soul will start to fly. आपकी उन आदतों ने, यानी कि दुनिया की ख्वाहिशात ने, जिसमें अच्छे घर, अच्छे कपड़े और अच्छा खाना पीना, इन चीजों ने हमें पिंजरे में बंद कर दिया है, जबकि हमारी ख्वाहिश क्या होनी चाहिए कि हमारी रूह आसमान पर उड़े। अगर आप फनाफी इमाम, बल्कि इमाम के नूर के करीब भी आ जाते हैं तो भी आपकी रूह उड़ने लगेंगी। आप मेरी बात पर यकीन ना करें, आप खुद ही इसको ट्राई करके देखें, आपकी रूह उड़ने लगेंगी। आप आजादी की ख्वाहिश करें, आप आजाद करने की ख्वाहिश करें, आप अपनी रूह को निकालकर आजाद करने की ख्वाहिश करें, यानी कि इमाम के नूर के करीब आने की ख्वाहिश करें। जब आप दुनिया की ख्वाहिशात को अपने दिल से निकालेंगे और सच बोलेंगे इमाम के बारे में, तब जाके ये माजिजा होगा, तब जाकर आपकी रूह उड़ने लगेंगी। My friends, what I'm telling you is not that hard. Try to free your soul. Remove the burden of the worldly wishes, wants. Remove that. Remove that burden from your heart. Come closer to the Noor of the Imam. Come closer and closer, and then see. Then see. Your soul will fly. Without any doubt, your soul will fly. आप कोशिश करें और ख्वाहिश करें, लेकिन उसके साथ साथ दुनिया की ख्वाहिशात को कम करें और कम से कम करें, ताकि आप के ऊपर से, आपके दिल के ऊपर से दुनिया का ये बोझ जो है, दुनिया का जो बोझ है। किसी ने नाची से एक क्लास के अंदर पूछा कि मुझे कैसे पता चले, मैं तो समझता हूं कि मेरी दुनिया की ख्वाहिशात बहुत ही कम है, मुझे कैसे पता चले कि मेरी दुनिया की इस ख्वाहिशात कम हो गई है। नाचीज ने कहा, सिंपली, एकदम आसान जवाब है उसका, आपको किसी को पूछने की जरूरत नहीं है। आप जाकर अपने क्लोजेट के अंदर, अपने कबर्ड के अंदर अपने कपड़ों को देखें और देखें कि आपका दिल कपड़ों में है या अपनी रूह और इमाम के ऊपर है। जितना आप अपने कपड़ों को चाहते हैं, जितनी मोहब्बत आप अपने कपड़ों से करते हैं, जितनी लगन से आप अपने कपड़ों को इस्त्री करके और फैशन करते हैं, इतनी लगन से अगर आप इमाम को चाहें, वल्लाह वल्लाह आप इमाम के करीब से करीब से करीब आ जाएंगे। बस और कुछ नहीं करना है आपको। अगर मैं झूठ बोलता हूं तो आप जाकर खुद ही, मुझे कहने की जरूरत नहीं है, अपने कबर्ड में, अपने क्लोजेट में जाकर देख लें और देखें कि आपकी मोहब्बत कहां है, किसके ऊपर है। When someone asks, how do I know? When in my mind, I do not want this world too much. Matter of fact, I want Imam's Noor. How would I know if I'm there or not? I said there is one single gauge if you wish to try. Easy answer. You don't even have to ask anyone. You don't have to tell anyone. And what is that easy answer? Go look at your closet, go look at your cupboard, and see how many and what kind of clothes do you have. And how much you love your clothes. With so much love and desire, you wear those clothes. You buy those clothes. And how much your love is toward the worldly things compared to Imam's love. Compare that. Who do you love more, your Imam or your clothes? जब आप अपने कपड़ों को देखते हैं तो कितना प्यार से देखते हैं अपने कपड़ों को, इज्जत से उसको इस्त्री करते हुए फिर पहनते हैं और ख्याल करते हैं कि कहीं कोई कचरा ना लग जाए। अपने दिल को नहीं चेक करते हैं कि कहीं दिल के ऊपर तो मैल नहीं लगा हुआ है, अपने कपड़ों के ऊपर से मैल हटाते हैं, अपने दिल को मैला रखते हैं। When you're wearing those clothes, you want to make sure it doesn't get dirty. But when it comes to your heart, you are not paying attention, and your heart is getting heavy and heavy and dirtier and dirtier. Try that. It's easy. See if you can let go of that wish and will of the world and start from your closet. That would be a good gauge and good place to start. See where is your heart. Is your heart in the Imam toward your soul, or is your heart toward your clothes and toward the world? And you don't have to tell anyone, you can do this on your own. Further, if a fast moving cuckoo, bulbul, is imprisoned in a golden cage, if it is given very delicious fruits and water, it will desire to fly out. But if his wings are cut down gradually and with the collection of his youngs, after 50 years, if those youngs are taken out, they will not be able to fly because their birth took place in a cage. They are unaware of quality of flying and moving around in the air. You are ignorant. Look at the example. कि एक बुलबुल को, आप मिसाल देखें पहले, कि एक बुलबुल को एक पिंजरे में आप बंद कर दें, जबकि उसकी आदत में क्या था, ऊंचा ऊंचा उड़ना। लेकिन चूंकि आपने उसको पिंजरे में बंद कर दिया, आस्ते आस्ते उसके पर काट दिए, फिर उसके बच्चे हो गए। अब ना तो वो और ना ही उनके बच्चों को उड़ने का मजा पता है। We are not talking about bird over here, are we? Parents, we are not teaching ourselves or our children regarding our soul, regarding our asal, regarding the love of the Imam. We are not teaching them. So what are we doing? We are not telling them that their status is high. Status of their soul is high. And we are giving them clothes, we are giving them good food, and we are teaching them to love this world. We are teaching them to love this world. And we are those role models they are following, because we are doing the same thing. They see the parents, how much they love their clothes, how much they love their cars and big homes. and other worldly things. We are teaching them that. And then we are not showing them and not teaching them the status of our being, our soul in this world. And this is what we have done to not ourselves, but also to our children, unfortunately. और इमाम क्या फरमाते हैं कि ना सिर्फ आपने इस बुलबुल को कैद कर दिया, सोने के पिंजरे में डाल दिया, बल्कि अब उनके करीब करीब उनके बच्चे हो गए, अब वो भूल गए, चूंकि उनकी पैदाइशी कैद में हुई थी। हमने अपने बच्चों को भी वही सिखाया, कपड़े, बड़े घर, गाड़ियां, दुनिया की चीजें, कभी भी उनकी रूह पर हमने तवज्जो नहीं दी और उनको सिखाया भी नहीं कि तुम्हारी रूह का क्या मकाम है और हम कहां से आए हैं। हमने उसको दुनिया के पिंजरे में, एक सोने के पिंजरे में उसको कैद कर दिया। और मौला फरमाते हैं ये तुम्हारी जहालत है। आपने अपने आप के साथ भी वही किया और अपने बच्चों के साथ भी वही किया। I would like to conclude with this, that Asul-e-Din, the principle of our religion, is simple, and that is to pay attention to what is important. That's it. मैं आज के सेशन के आखिर में ये आपको कहना चाहता हूं, हमारे असूल दीन मुश्किल नहीं है, आसान है। हमें पता होना चाहिए कि हम इस दुनिया में किस लिए आए हैं और क्या चीज जरूरी है। I think we have forgotten what is the core principle of our tariqah and what is important. What is important thing? World, which is temporary, or soul, which is permanent. हम अपने असूल दीन को भूल गए हैं। हमें याद नहीं है कि क्या चीज ज्यादा जरूरी है। वो रूह जो हमेशा रहने वाली है और वो जिस्म जो टेम्पररी है, वो दुनिया जो टेम्पररी है। I will stop here. Inshallah, we will move forward from this statement next week. Ji.
Jesus, subhanallah, sir, subhanallah. Friends, please share your questions in the chat, or you can use the hand raise feature to ask questions. All right, sir, we don't have any questions in the chat at this time. Any friends have any question, you can unmute your device.
याली मदद।
या अली मदद।
अच्छा, आपने अभी समझा है कि इमाम को अली अल्लाह बोलना चाहिए, पर दूसरे के सामने अपन कैसे बोल सकते? मेरे ख्याल से सुल्तान मोहम्मद साहब की फरमाना है कि तुम बीच में तकिया रखो, तो उसके बारे में प्लीज समझाइए।
तकिया किससे रखना होता है, गैर से कि अपनों से? पहले ये सवाल होना चाहिए। किससे तकिया रखना चाहिए भाई, गैर से कि अपनों से? हम अली अल्लाह किसको बोलने चाहेंगे? किसी शिया, किसी सुन्नी, किसी क्रिश्चियन, किसी यहूदी? किसको कहते हैं हम अली अल्लाह? अपने बच्चों को नहीं सिखाया अली अल्लाह? अपनी फैमिली को, खानदान को नहीं सिखाया अली अल्लाह? किससे तकिया कर रहे हैं भाई? क्या आपने इमाम का फरमान नहीं पढ़ा? क्या फरमाया मौला ने? सबसे बड़ा झूठ वो है कि जो अली अल्लाह नहीं कहता है, इससे बड़ा कोई झूठ ही नहीं है। और इमाम ने अपने फरमान में क्या फरमाया? अगर आप अली अल्लाह नहीं कहते हैं तो ऐसा करें, आप दुआ ही पढ़ना छोड़ दें। क्या फरमाया? अगर आप अली अल्लाह कहना नहीं चाहते हैं, कोई बात नहीं है, आप दुआ पढ़ना ही छोड़ दें। अगर आप दुआ नहीं पढ़ते तो फिर आप क्या हैं? हमारे मजहब की बुनियाद है अली अल्लाह। तकिया किससे करना है? किससे तकिया कर रहे हैं आप? सोचे पहले। जी।
Ya Ali Madad,
या अली मदद।
I need some clarification. I was listening to you earlier, and I don't speak Urdu as fluent, but I understand a little bit. So I just want to clarify. So when we say we are afraid to say Ali Allah, the question in my mind was, I'm not afraid to say Ali Allah. It's just that who I am talking to when I'm trying to represent my Imam. Of
That
course,
is
when
correct.
the Sunni guys, when you say he's Allah, they will just, have a fatwa
Yeah.
against.
Yeah, you don't need to say
coming
that to
back,
them, right?
yeah. So coming
Right.
back, it says family. So the way I understand Ali Allah says, when you say Ali, he's Ali, and he's also Allah. So when we say Ali, we say Nur of Ali, and of course the Nur of Ali is from Allah, right? So when you say Ali, so when I'm saying he's Ali, I am referring to him as a Nur of Ali. I'm not talking I'm not referring to him physically, but I'm talking to him, as Mullah says, our religion is esoteric. So spiritually, he is the Nur of Ali. Physically, is not the same as Ali. And that Nur, of course, is from Allah. That's how we as Ismailis understand it. That's how I understood. So when I'm talking to anybody in our Khane, my family, we are very open and we are clear. It's just that when I was in Tanzania, I remember my parents, my grandparents say, Imam Kudai, Imam Kudai. And that's what I think even Imam says, I'm not God, but I have the knowledge or I have the light of God. Now you can understand that in many ways when he says, I have the knowledge or I have the light of God, but I am not God. So that's how I understand now. What is my misunderstanding here, if you can help me clarify that?
Gee, absolutely. Good question, and thank you for your comments. Your name is, let's say, I don't know who you are. Let's say your name is Kareem.
Yes.
I'm going to just give you a name. Is it really Kareem?
No, Iqbal.
Okay, Iqbal. So I can call you Ba. I can call you friend. I can call you, if you are young, beta. I can call you uncle, or I can call you Iqbal. They all would be correct. Each one of those statements will be correct, depending on where you stand and where I stand. But the truth is that you are Iqbal. That is the truth. All other are made up. I made it up because you are not my uncle. But I made it up. And if I call you Ba, you would not mind that. But I made it up. But only one truth. And what is that? You are Iqbal. That's how you're going to understand. Now use this example. So when we say Ali, correct, no problem. Imam Zaman, correct, no problem. Shah Karim Al Hussaini Hazir Imam, correct, no problem. But what we are shying away from, call him the way it is. And I'm not saying this, okay? When Imam, and you said it in the beginning of your statement, When Imam gives the interview to others, he say, I'm not God. Like you said, I'm not going to go to a Sunni, a Christian, a Jewish, or other people outside my Jamaat and say Ali Allah. That would be foolish. Why would you even say that? But we are talking about even within ourselves. Ask yourself, how many times today, yesterday, this week, this month, you literally from your tongue said Ali Allah?
Every time we go to Khane, Tasbih, Gadpar
Okay,
Sahib, all that's
that's
Ali
just
Allah.
example. I'm not talking about you personally. Remember, I'm talking to the audience. I'm talking to the entire audience. How many times do we say that, right? And let's say you say, I would say that in my heart. I say it in my tasbih, in my heart. How many times did you teach that to your children, your brother and sister, your family, or to your Jamaat? And if your answer is never, again, remember the lie? There was two kinds of lie. Second lie is you are hiding the fact. And I'm going to quote again those same two Farman, which I quoted in Urdu earlier for the other gentleman. Pir Pindar Jama Mardi, Imam Muslim Sibilas Farman, in writing form, there is no bigger lie than not saying Ali Allah. Second Farman, 1945, and you are from Africa, 1945 Mission Conference, August 17th. If you do not want to say Ali Allah, it is better to leave the dua. Don't recite the dua. If you cannot say, or if you do not want to say Ali Allah, it's better to leave the dua. Why are we saying dua? Because we are a smiley. And if you cannot say the dua, what will you be? Those are the Farman, written Farman. You don't have to take my word for it. Those are written Farman. And when we are outside, when the Imam gives an interview to somebody outside, you cannot use that against your own faith. Look at the Asul-e-Din. What is your core principle? And I'm going to quote this last, and that will be the end of answer to your beautiful detailed question. And that is, Imam said, fundamental principle of our tariqah is to recognize the Imam of the time. And remember, there is a four-way you can recognize Imam. He is a human. Everybody knows that. He is nothing, the underlined word, nothing but intercessor, a big lie. He is nothing, underline, but a guide, a big lie. Fourth, he is Ali Allah. How are we recognizing him? This is Farman. Golden Jubilee, and I've said this so many times in detail, when Imam was asked by LIF, the leadership, Mullah, after going through all of the wish lists the Jamaat wants to do for Golden Jubilee, Khudawind, what would you wish for Golden Jubilee? What gift can we give you? What would you wish to have for Golden Jubilee? You know what Mullah says? Very sad, with a very sad face. I wish my Jamaat would recognize me. After 50 years, we don't recognize the Imam? Obviously not. Obviously not. Imam said, I wish if Jamaat could give me a gift for my Golden Jubilee, I wish they would recognize the Imam of the time. Think about that line. See, that is inside Farman. What we are talking about is what statement Imam makes in the general public. In the general public, we do not call Ali Allah. My personal habit, and you have hundreds and thousands of recordings. You go into those recordings, is recorded. I say Ali Allah openly without any hesitation. And it's recorded. So you can use a recording and say Aziz sir says Ali Allah openly. So when I sit, when I get up, one time in Jamaat Kalam, after two dua, the gentleman sitting next to me, he says, I notice every time you get up for tasbih, when you sit, you say Ali Allah loudly. Why do you say Ali Allah? I says precisely for this reason. So you would ask me, why do I say Ali Allah? So I have opportunity now to teach you why I say Ali Allah and how he is Ali Allah. Precisely that is the reason we should say Ali Allah. So we can teach our children, our family, our Jamaat. Ji, thank you again.
He says, Subhanallah, sir. Sir, there's a question from the friend which I shared in the chat. Friend asking, sir, I don't understand paradise. Imam says paradise is like a horse stable. Do not desire for paradise. And other place, Quran mentions paradise differently. How do I understand what is paradise when I have not seen the paradise?
Very good. So why would you wish for something that you have not seen? Why would you even wish for something that you have not seen? Right? So that would be the first question. Second, would you not follow someone who have seen paradise and have seen things above that? That is, Imam is saying, I know paradise, and paradise is also a prison. Wish for something greater than paradise. Wish for something higher than paradise. And what is higher than paradise? To be one with the Noor of Ali Allah. Complete freedom. I would recommend for you to listen to the 3 lectures on Journey of the Soul. Journey of the Soul. It is available in English and Urdu both. To see how many paradise are between our physical world and before we are one with the Noor, with a complete freedom with Ali Allah. See how many paradise there are. Once you understand that, once you learn that, because look like you wanted to learn about the paradise, because you said, I don't know the paradise. Well, you can learn about the paradise. And if you wish, you could also enter the paradise today and experience it for yourself. It's not that far. Who's stopping you? Inshallah, step by step, with the ilm, we will rise, and we will rise even further. And inshallah, one day we will fly. We will fly, and we will be completely free. That is the goal inshallah. Ji.
Inshallah. All right, sir, don't have any question in the chat. Friends, you can unmute your device or use the hand raised feature to ask question.
Kamle Sahib, there was second part of that question. In the Quran, it talks about paradise. If you would give me 2 minutes, let me explain that. If you read Quran, and I'm quoting a Farman, okay? If you read Quran, it must bring a concept into your heart. Jannat, paradise is a concept. Again, if you read Quran, read the line that this is how I explain and give examples to those who read this book. Paradise is an example. Third thing, tomorrow afternoon, London class, or is it tonight? Today is Saturday. Today, we are doing the Tawil of the Quranic verses. There are, I believe, about 18 lectures on that. Listen to that so you can see what is said is for all. The batin is for us, says Imam Zaman. What is written is for all, but batin is for us. Learn the tawil of the words in the Quran. Ji, Kamle Sahib.
Ya Ali Madad.
Ya Ali Madad.
Otherwise, just another clarification. I've heard this word in 3 different forms. I just want to your advice to say, is there any difference or is the same thing? So I've heard Ali say Allah, Alif Allah, and Ali Allah. Is there any difference? Mostly I'm
Yes,
familiar with Aliullah.
yes, there is a different. So, Aliullah, Ali is Allah. Ali Waliullah. Ali is the friend of Allah, or Ali is from Allah. But the truth is, Ali Allah. I would highly recommend you to read Mission Conference Farman, especially a couple of pages if you don't want to read all. Imam talks about that, Ali Waliullah and Ali Allah. And Imam says, Ali Allah is correct. Read that. I would highly encourage you. Remove all the ill concept from your heart. Free yourself. Because those are ill concept. Remove them by the Farman of the Imam. Mission Conference, 1945, August 17. G. Okay, Kamle
Right.
Sahib.
So there's another question from the friends in private chat, sir. So the friend's asking, my child is adult now and I did not emphasize dini matters, and is it too late? He has formed his own opinions. How to go about it now?
Yeah, that is sad part, but we cannot be hopeless. Live by action. Lead by action. Live by action, meaning show them with your action and then lead them by your action. It's easy. Beta, Beti, I just joined this class this morning. There was a gentleman, Aziz. He was teaching about this Ali Allah. And I learned wonderful things. You know, I'm learning too, just like you are. Maybe you can help me, as you are more educated than me, as you have a different view of this world. How about we learn together? That's what you need to do. That's how you teach your children. Get your family involved in the ilm. Can you imagine if you only bring one of your family member, your child, your sister, your brother, your mother, and they can learn from this ilm? One, you are responsible for the salvation for their one soul. Who can say that? That due to me, one soul had received freedom. You can be that da'i, ambassador of the Imam. Teach. Just tell them, I heard this. How about you help me? Instead of you trying to teach them, how about you help me? Let's see together if we can understand this. As you are more educated, more modern, that's how you teach. Be a role model. Be a good role model to your children. Ji.
Ji, Farida, go ahead, please. Sorry, I cut you off.
No, याली मदद
याली मदद.
सर हमको ये कॉन्फ्रेंस सीरत कॉन्फ्रेंस की स्पीच कहाँ से मिलेगी सर?
सीरत कॉन्फ्रेंस की कि मिशन कॉन्फ्रेंस की?
मिशन कॉन्फ्रेंस की, सॉरी।
कामड़िया साहब आपको मदद कर सकते हैं, उर्दू में, इंग्लिश में, दोनों लैंग्वेजेस में है।
श्योर
कामड़िया साहब कैन हेल्प यू। जी।
Yes, Farida, I will post it in the WhatsApp group.
याली मदद, थैंक यू याली मदद।
जी जी।
Sir, there's another question in the private chat. Friends, like, do we know why in Jamaatana we say Aliullah, like Aliullah, Niyat Murad, Kabul Kare? Why hasn't it changed to Ali Allah?
It was changed and then we changed it back. 1913 and forward, and especially in 1920s, every single dua had the word Ali, Allah. So dua was already there. Imam Zaman had added one word into the dua. That was Ali, Allah. And Imam would say, when you say Allahumma laka sajudi wa ta'ati, and when you go on sajda, say Ali, Allah. And Jamaat will reply, say Allah. You know, like we go to Jamaat and we say, Hai Zinda, and Jamaat replies, Qaim Paya. Just like that, during the dua, and there were, I believe, 12 or 16 dua part. And in the sajda, they will say Ali Allah, and the Jamaat will reply, say Allah. Even today, if you go to Hunza Valley, upper northern areas, into Misgar area, and when you go to Mukhi side, you don't even have to say Toba Toba Tasvidar Band. No, you don't have to say that. You just go and say Ali Allah, and Mukhi sahib will reply, say Allah, Imam आपके गुनाहों को माफ करे, आपकी नेक उम्मीदों को पूरी करे. You see that? We changed it because we were not comfortable in saying Ali Allah. We changed it. Gee. I'm not saying it's wrong or right, okay? Don't take me wrong. That is the matter of Tariqa board. That is not my matter. That's Tariqa board's matter. And I am not saying it's right or wrong. I'm only telling you what Imam had given us and how Imam had implemented in our dua. And Imam talks about that in Mission Conference again, that look at what my Farman was in 1903 to 1906, and Kamriya Haji had explained about Ali Allah. And that is also in the Farman. G. There is another possible answer, but if you want it, I can give you. But for now, I think this is good enough. G.
All right. So friends, I have shared mission conference address in the WhatsApp group, both in English and Urdu. All right. So we don't have any questions.
All right. If there are no more comments, no more questions, we can stop here. Kamri Sahib?
Jesus, so there are nothing, no questions.
Okay.
Nothing.
Thank you, everyone. Yali Madad. Yali Madad.
Yali Madad. Shukr.
Yali Madad. Yali Madad. Yali Madad. Yali Madad.
Yali
Yali
Madad, sir.
Madad. Yali
يعلي
Madad.
مدد سر
Yali
شكرا
Madad.
Yali
يا الله
Madad.
شكرا
Shukr,
Yali
Maulana.
Madad. Yali Madad.
Thank you,
يعلي
Yali
مدد
Madad.
سر
Yali
يعلي مدد
Madad.
سر on the party because we're calling Imam as well.
Yali
Yali
Madad.
Madad.
Yali Madad. Yali Madad.
It's warm. It's raining.
Yali Madad, sir.
يعلي